Yo, what up, sinners? Infinite Sin here with another reaction. Welcome back. I'm on a run of videos tonight. I am off my sleep schedule, so of course I'm doing the only thing I know how to do, and that is record videos. Hope you guys are enjoying everything that's been coming out. I have been having fun with it. Today is Request Monday, and we are doing Amaris's request. She is a Patreon winner from the drawing. We just recently had one this past Wednesday. I hope you guys were there. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's how Request Mondays are gonna work. You guys drop me a comment in this video, or any video for that matter, with a request of what you want me to watch, and it needs to be BTS related. It's the only rule I have. I throw it in a bucket, which I will show you the bucket probably next week. And on Mondays, I will draw a reaction out of that bucket live on camera, and we will get started on it right then. And that will be the reaction for that day. So you guys now know the process. I expect to see some stuff in the comments. Please drop your requests in the comments and I'll see you guys there. Today we're doing Amaris's request. She requested SeeSaw. I've never heard of this song, never even seen this song in like the comment section as a request, so this is the first time I even know about it. She told me to go through my normal process and she sent me a live that she wanted me to watch, so I will check it out and see what it's about. Most of the people in Discord know I'm a sucker for ballads, so I'm expecting this maybe to be that. We'll see as we move forward. Hi, if you're new, I'm Infinite Sin. I'm a BTS reactor. I react to BTS songs, videos, lyrics, lives, choreographies, and all kinds of stuff on the side. So if you like what you see, if this is your jam, hey, hit the sub button, check the links, drop me a comment, share the video. I would really appreciate it. I would love to have you in my community. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. This is SeeSaw. Let's get this bread. A lot of songs from this era have that beginning note. Have y'all noticed that? Is it Yoongi? What a sound. 사소한 말다툼의 시작이었을까 내가 너보다 무거워졌었던 순간 애초에 평행은 존재한 적이 없게도 욕심내서 맞추려 했을까 사랑이었고 이게 사랑이란 단어에 차츰엔 굳이 반복해야 할 필요 있을까 서로 지쳤고 같은 카드를 쥐고 있는 듯해 그렇다면 뭐 Wow. Alright, 반복된 시스템 이제서야 끝을 내보려 해 Alright 지켜본 시스템 누군간 여기서 내려야 돼 할 순 없지만 누가 내리든 말든 서로 넘지 말고 그저 마음 가는 대로 질질 끌지 말고 I'm not quite sure how I feel about the change in sounds. Like the guitar. The production's amazing. This is a very comfortable song.
She's a way to go. 헐업 네가 없던 처음의 그때처럼. 헐업 네가 없는 이 시소 위를 걸어. 헐업 네가 없는 이 시소 다시 내려. Alright 반복된 시스템 이제서야 끝을 내보려
Who's that?
Alright 지켜볼 시스템 누군간 여기서 내려야 돼 할 순 없지만 누가 내리든 말든 서로 놓지 말고 그저 마음 가는 대로 질질 끌지 말고 이제 내리지 말지 끝을 내보자고 반복되는 SeeSaw game 이제 그만해 Hold up 네가 없는 이 시선
The tempo changes are throwing me through a loop.
Hold up 네가 없는 처음의 그때처럼 Hold up 네가 없는 이 시선 위를 걸어 Hold up 네가 없는 이
Yoongi had to produce this. It sounds like Yoongi. Interesting song. Way different than what I'm used to. Way different than what I used to. So initially to hear that starter note, I was like, okay, we hear this note quite often, and we do. Like I've heard it in multiple songs, but like I wasn't expecting it to head down the road that it was. I'm kind of like I'm torn between whether or not I'm okay with the way that it shifts between the chorus and the verses, right? Because of the fact that it slows down so much. Like we're on this ride, we're on this vibe, and we're floating, right? And then all of a sudden we hit this wall of just like, all right, slow down. It's like you're running through sand, right? You're on a blacktop and you're picking up pace, and then you hit the sand and you just slow down, right? Like, whoa, chill. Right? And then we pick right back up and go into it. It's got very like techno, like almost a club vibe, but not quite there. It's like I feel like I'm driving around a city, right? And this is a song playing in the background. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. I have no idea what this song could be about. I have no idea what this song could be about. And most of the time when I hear this music, this kind of sound that they're pumping out, it's usually a song with heavy thought behind it. So maybe this is the individual dwelling on something in the past. But that's about as close as I think I'm going to be able to get to it. That's all I can really think of, honestly. So, interesting song. I like it so far. Who's the girl? Who's the girl singing? Is that Halsey? Or am I just imagining things? It's very transcendent. Like, it's kind of like I just want to put it on a vibe. You know what I mean? Like it so far. Let's go read the lyrics, see what we're dealing with, and we'll make a better assessment after that. See you there. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with the lyric analysis. If you're new here, what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a little bit of the verses. We're going to hit the chorus, and then we're going to stop, and we're going to read through and see what this song is actually about. Maybe we'll like what we hear, maybe we won't. This is really the best way I know how to understand a song. It's the best way I know how to understand literature. This is something I've been doing since high school, and high school was quite a long while ago, so I've been doing it for quite a long while. But we are going to see if we like what this song is about after knowing what this song is about, instead of just hearing it, being like yes or no. We're going to dig in a little deeper. We're going to figure this thing out. So I was weird to pull up the color-coded video and only see one person on the color-coded. So that's when I realized, hey, this is a solo. You should have just shut up and enjoy it, Brad. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is I have color-coded up so I don't lose my spot. They tend to go fast and I tend to get lost. So color-coded is just for comparison, something for you guys to look at. And then we will go through the lyrics together, just like so, and go from there. So sit back, relax, let me do all the work, and let's see what we can find out. So this song was produced by Slow Rabbit and Suga, written by Slow Rabbit and Suga. Let's go ahead and get started. Starts off with that nice slow vibe.
반복된 시선 속에 우린 서로 지쳐서 지겨워졌네 사소한 말다툼의 시작이었을까 내가 너보다 무거워졌었던 순간 애초에 평행은 존재한 적이 없게 더욱이 욕심내서 맞추려 했을까 사랑이었고 이게 사랑이란 단어에 차츰엔 굳이 반복해야 할 필요 있을까 서로 지쳤고 같은 카드를 쥐고 있는 듯해 그렇다면 뭐 Alright 반복된 시스템 이제서야 끝을 내보려 해 Alright
I'm vibing with the chorus so far.
누군간 여기서 내려야 돼 할 순 없지만 누가 내리든 말든 서로 눈치 말고 그저 마음 가는 대로 질질 끌지 말고 이제 내리지 말지 그저 내보자고 반복되는 SeeSaw game 이제 그만해 사람이 잠깐
Okay, so seeing the way it's laid out made listening to it a little bit easier for me because like I wasn't vibing with it as much that first time, but I am vibing with it a little bit more now. And I stopped because I thought, hey, the end of the verses happened. This is a good spot. But then I was like, for some reason, I just had to keep going. So I'm glad we're stopped where we are now. So let's break this down. As I said, I knew Sugar produced this. Knew it. Okay. It says, in the beginning, well, it was fun. Just going up and down itself. Before we knew, we both became sick of meaningless waste of emotions. So it sounds like a back and forth between two people. Alright? A repeated SeeSaw game. Having come this far, I got sick of. He says I got sick of it. Alright? So he got sick of it. Repeated SeeSaw game. We both got tired and became sick of it. So far, pretty straightforward. It seems like the games in a relationship have drawn both of them to the brink. It was a small argument at the beginning, the moment when I became heavier than you. There's never been a parallel balance from the beginning. Let me stop, because that line, the moment when I became heavier than you, when the balance shifted, to say the balance shifted in a way that says that it's a comparison to something else as a simile or an analogy, right? I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna be real with you. It's late. That's good writing. Good job. Good job, Yoongi. Okay. There's never been a parallel balance from the beginning. He's saying that the weight was never balanced to start. Like the tables were we never met at the table. It's like we were at two different places. Would that be why we were more eager to reach the balance? I mean, it's a good sign that you wanted to reach the balance, or that both of you had the perception that both of you wanted to reach the balance, but if the balance wasn't there to begin with, that's the problem. I feel like that's what he's saying, but say we were more eager to reach the balance, you rushed into things, right? If it was love, and if it is the word love itself, would there be any need to repeat it? It's almost like you don't have to question it if it's real. You don't have to doubt it if it's real. You know, right? Balance in the beginning, because usually most relationships I've been in, when you go into a relationship, everything's good because it feels like there's a balance. And then the reason they end is because you realize there isn't one. Or that the balance is off. I like that. He's got away with words. It seems like we're both tired and holding the same card in our hands. Then, well, and then the additive dots. We all know what that means. It's negative. It's alright. A repeated SeeSaw game. I try to put an end to it slowly. To it only now. Alright, a boring SeeSaw game. Someone has to get off the SeeSaw, though I can't. It's like you both know it's over, but you don't want to. Like the way he worded that. That's awesome. A repeated SeeSaw game. A boring SeeSaw game. Someone has to get off. And I can't do it. That's what he's saying. But it's the other way around without knowing the context. You know it's the other way around too. It's either that or the other person is appreciating that they're getting everything they want out of the relationship and walking all over him. It says, let's not read each other's face trying to figure out who's going to get off or not. Let's not drag it on. and do as we please. Let's now make the decision whether to get off or not. A repetitive seesaw game. You know, the problem with the seesaw, and, you know, most of us are adults, right? I can distinctly remember being on that seesaw and wondering if the other person was just going to jump off and I was going to fall to the ground and hurt myself. For lack of a better word, to hurt myself. And you were always living in that fear because unless you were like young and it was your friend, even sometimes when it was your friend, like I don't remember the last time anybody just stopped and gently let me off a seesaw. I usually ended up crashing down to the ground. So the imagery there is amazing. And then he says, now stop. Stop being the abrupt stop, or stop being the let's stop playing. Huh. Okay. Next part.
이런 병행을 바란 건 아닌데 처음에는 누가 더 무거운지 자랑하며 서로를 바라보며 웃지 이제는 누가 무거운지를 두고 경쟁을 하게 되겠네 들여다오면 부시 누군가는 결국 이곳에서 미래를 앞두지 날 듯하네 가식 섞인 서로 위하는 척 나와는 말고 이젠 결정이 안돼 서로 마음이 없다면 서로 생각 안 했다면 우리가 이리도 질질 끌었을까 이제 마음이 없다면 이 시선 위는 위험해 내 생각들은 말고.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because you guys obviously saw me get lost, but I know where we started, so that's good. Alright, how crafty the heart of a person is, that we know one will get hurt if the other is not there, right? We just discussed that. Because we both don't want to be the bad guy. We both continue to awkwardly pass the buck and end up becoming exhausted, ironically reaching the parallel balance. Hey, this is not the kind of balance that I wanted. So it's like you're there, but you don't want to be there. Overall, I know that's a simplification, but that is what it is. Like you're going back and forth and running through the motions, right? Let's use a relationship. The day-to-day, you might not be okay with the things that are happening, but you just kind of go with it, hoping it'll get better, and it never does. But you're too scared to either fess up to something, or address it, or end it, in this case. And because you care about the person, but you can't, you know it's not right to be with this person. Like, you know that you're not either being the right person for the other one, or they're not being the right person for you. And you're not hurting, you don't want to hurt each other, but by being in a relationship and not putting it into it, you're hurting each other anyway. Wow, I wasn't expecting the song to make me think that hard. Okay, it says, in the beginning we would brag about who is heavier and smile, looking at each other. Now we became to compete over who is heavier. It became a tinderbox for a war. Right, so in the beginning it was a struggle for balance. It was teasing, playful, fun, right? But now it's become a competition. It's a struggle for power. It's a who can get away with more kind of situation. Like it's eating at you. A tinderbox for war. Tinderbox being like matchbox. It's about to start a fire, which is going to turn into a war. Like it's about to explode. Seems like eventually someone will have to get off and end it. And we should stop pretending to care for each other and decide now. So the pride is getting in the way of what should happen. Because it could be pride or it could be fear. Could be fear. Oh. It says, if we didn't have feelings for each other, if we didn't think of each other, would we have dragged it on like this? If you don't have feelings for me anymore, being on the seesaw is dangerous. Don't think of me anymore. And the emptiness at the end of that sentence gives me two feelings. One, he knows that they know the other person knows what the other person is thinking, right? So he doesn't have to complete it. Second part of me thinks that he's getting dropped, right? Because the sentence cut off. Imagine someone being high up in the air on the seesaw and they're talking, and out of nowhere the seesaw falls. You would just be like that cartoon floating in the air and then looking down, and then whoop, you wouldn't have anything to say, right? It happened so fast. Then we go through the chorus. Says, all right, a repeated seesaw game. I try to put an end to it only now. All right, a boring seesaw game. Someone has to get off this seesaw, though I can't. And then we'll listen to that part and go to the next part.
She's a way to go. 허럽 네가 없던 처음의 그때처럼. 허럽 네가 없는 이 she's a way to go. 허럽 네가 없는 이 she's 내려.
Okay, so we'll review this part real quick because it's short and sweet. So it says, hold up. It says, hold up, I walk on this seesaw that you aren't on. Hold up, like that time in the beginning when you weren't here. I walk on the seesaw that you aren't on. I get off the seesaw that you aren't on. So the perception has been that they're both going through something emotionally and on the same level. But it turns out the other person doesn't even care? How long has that been going on? They don't know because they've been going back and forth. What a twist. 네가 없는 이 she's a way to go. 허럽 네가 없는 처음의 그때처럼. 허럽 네가 없는 이 she's a way to go. 허럽 네가 없는 이 she's 내려. What a twist, dude. I love it. I love that he did that at that time specifically. Like, we're listening so intently through the whole song. And then he comes in with the left field, like, just hits you hard. Okay, so we do the last part of the course. It says, let's not read at each other's faces trying to figure out who's going to get off or not. Let's not drag it on and do as we please. Let's not make the decision whether to get off or not a repetitive seesaw game. Now stop. So, like, you could feel the fatigue. You could feel them being tired of it, especially now, like, after that bridge part. You see that it's been this way since the beginning. I'm assuming the beginning, at least shortly after the beginning. I walk on the seesaw that you aren't on. I get off the seesaw that you aren't on. Did he say that in the last one? Okay, so he's been saying someone has to get off it, right? In this one, he says, I get off the seesaw that you aren't on, because he's finally fed up with it, because he realizes that this whole time he's been led on, like that time in the beginning when you weren't here. So let's talk about the time in the beginning that you were here. So it's kind of like weird that you can be in a relationship and things are supposed to be normal, or they feel normal, or things like you act normal, whatever, but it's almost like the person's not even there, or that you'd be better off or the same as before without the person. The song speaks to me, dude. Flashbacks. So he says, I get off the seesaw that you aren't on. The whole time he's been in his head thinking that it's a two-way street and it's really only been one because he waited too long. What a twist, dude. That's so good. I like that. That's awesome. Yoongi, I really shouldn't be surprised. This is written by Yoongi. But what a crazy song, dude. And the vibe doesn't match, so it's weird, right? Like you get the playful, steady rhythm vibe out of it, but it's like you don't expect it to go that way. So I like it. It's good. Good jam. Good jam. Good pick. So I'll see if I can find a live of this. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back with the live segment of this reaction. So far so good. What a twist in that last part, dude. I'm still reeling from it. Lyrics totally catching us off guard. Well written, well produced. Yoongi's a genius. I really shouldn't have expected anything less. I'm gonna be real with you. But I am expecting great things with this. How do you turn this into an amazing live performance? You know? Like, with the vibe that it produces, the sound that it has. I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out. So y'all sit back, let's enjoy. We've done all the hard work. We figured out everything. Let's watch the live, man. Oh wow. I'm always amazed by their stages, dude. The glass door. Of course. Dramatic. Don't do it. Oh, you geniuses. That's awesome. How's he walking in place? Okay, that makes sense. I'm glad they showed me that. Man. Got to get to a concert. Choreography. Okay, I just want to bring attention. I'm going to stop it here just for a sec. I'm going to keep going. So I forget which video it was in. I included it in the notes. But where Jin is walking, I think it's September 24th, if I remember right, is a specific date in the BU. Can't remember what happened, but I know it's there because Jin was walking around the streets in this VCR and he was taking pictures of this town, and on the back of his shirt it said September 24th, right? So when I see the 24, my mind automatically goes there. So this is about an entry in the notes, and I don't have them on me. I wish I did, but I will investigate this and see what this is about. So that this means something. Maybe that's, you know what? Maybe that's the day that he does what he does in the notes that we all hate so much, right? Maybe. Or the webtoon. I love how relaxed he is on stage. Even with all the choreography. The SeeSaw reference, I like that. I'm guessing that's a well-known dance.
서로 마음이 없다면 서로 생각이 없다면 우리가 이리 질질 끌었을까 이제 마음이 없다면 이 시선 위는
Am I wrong to think that the female audience lives for his gasps?
이제서야 끝을 내보려 해 Alright 지겨운 시스템 누군간 여기서 내려야 돼 할 순 없이
I love that we could hear the difference between him and the backtracking. So far, it's my favorite part. This has got to be a notes reference. Look, this is the graffiti on the wall that Tay was doing. This is almost like the shop that he used to work at. This could just be a basic cityscape. I'm pretty sure it's just a basic cityscape, but this, man, 24-hour. Okay, so this is a 24-hour store. Alright, so I went through all that for nothing. But this is the 24-hour store. This is actually mentioned a bunch of times in the notes.
누군간 여기서 내려야 돼 할 순 없지만
Give him all the look.
이제 내뱉지 마지 이제 내보자고 반복되는 시선에 이제 그만해 허럽허럽 네가 없는 네 시선 위로 걸어 허럽허럽 네가 없던 처음에 그때처럼 허럽허럽 네가 없는 네 시선 위로 걸어
I feel like that shirt would rip so easy. Oh, and then he fell back into the stage with the seesaw. I like that. What a great twist to a great song. Like I didn't know what to expect, right, in the beginning, because it went so many different places, and then to jump into the lyrics and feel the vibe change with the way that I was reading the words and then going with the song. Like, I automatically kind of figured it was done by Yoongi, because just the way it sounds, it feels like something that he would do. He really took it to another level, because not only did he tell us a story, he waited till the end to spin it around. I don't know, to me that's just true artistry. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like the song. Amaris, I appreciate your pick. It was a good choice. I was not expecting the end to work out the way it happened, but it was definitely refreshing to see. It sucks that it ended the way it did, but at the same time, that is Yoongi's style. He likes to surprise us, and I've never really been disappointed by anything that Yoongi has put out as a solo, so it's just kind of... I was a little questionable about Tashita, but like, I mean, we grew. You know, it grew on us, so it was definitely worth my time. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and the rest of you, I hope you enjoyed it as well. You guys know the drill. If you did, hit all the buttons, share it, comment. I'll see you in the other side of this thing, but I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna record some more things before the sun comes up and get ready for next week, so I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. I'll check you guys later.